Aho, brothers of the axe. We're out in the woods today. We're in Dell House Woods, which is part of Silver Lake Nature Center. And I have a couple different axes that I brought out, and I want to just do a little test chopping. You guys might have seen the short that I did, or the trade haul video that I did on this Kelly Perfect Dayton that I got from Kevin over at Bit and Bark. And I did some test chopping yesterday in my backyard just on some ash logs that I had, and it chopped great. So I wanted to get it out in the woods and actually, get this on film doing some chopping. And then I figured while I was out here, I will bring out a few different axes. So I grabbed this morning this 3.5 pound Collins Legitimus Connecticut, and this one is on a hand-carved handle, hand-carved ash that I did probably about last year, I think. This one is on Space Cadet Axe Works. I think Kevin said that this was his lumberman's pattern. So both really nice axes, both great choppers, and I'm just gonna cut a couple notches and maybe just keep on hiking around and see if there's any dead trees or anything like that that I could take down. I don't want to do too much crazy chopping or anything like that, because I don't know what the legalities are of taking trees down in this woods, or there's a pretty active nature trail here as well. So I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible, because I don't want somebody to walk up on a crazy man chopping with an axe at 9:20 in the morning. So without further ado, I think I will get started with the Bit and Bark Dayton pattern. And before I even got on camera, I did clear out. There was a bunch of just kind of snags and vines and things like that overhead, as well as some crap on the ground here. There's even still some. When you're working with an axe, you want to make sure that you have a clear area, because the last thing you want is to come up high overhead and have your axe snag on something and maybe deflect. So I did go through the trouble off camera of clearing out a little bit. But again, without further ado, we'll just do a little test chopping here. You guys could probably hear this wood is a little punky. It's probably been down for a while. I did not realize before I selected this log Yeah. That cleared it out really nicely. It's not totally punky, just the last maybe inch or two of the log. Let's see how this Connie does. And I got another log that's on a tangent right here too that might be less punky. Yeah, both of these cleaned out some really nice notches here. And I'm definitely not a competitive chopper, that's for sure. My technique is average at best. So I really liked how this one chopped, and I love the feel of this Kyle Brown handle here. I think this is 29 or 30 inches. I know this is 31. Yeah, so this is probably about 30 inches. But yeah, this head from Bitten Bark is razor sharp. I think it's got I want to say you put like a 22-degree edge on it, and it really just sinks into the wood. It's a really good swinging axe. I think I'm going to flip the camera around and maybe chop a little bit on this other log here and see if it's a little less punky. I'll get back with you. Yeah, this tree has definitely been down way less time. So not a bad notch there. Pretty decent for me. And this is, oh, I don't know. This is probably a good 9 or 10 inch tree here. This bit is 5 inches. Yeah, maybe about a 10 inch. Yeah, I'm always impressed with the chopping capabilities of this Collins Legitimus here. And even with the you know, substandard edge that I've put on this thing, it really still does just sing through wood, just partly due to the geometry. Whew. It is hot. It is, whew, 9:40 in the morning, and it's already 95 degrees with a crazy amount of humidity. Whew, I gotta get a little drink of water, and then I'll cut another notch. Get back with you guys. All right, guys, so we saw what the Legitimus can do. Let's see what this Dayton from Brother Kevin and Sister Perry can do. Another good notch. Arguably a better notch in a quicker time. So if anybody was wondering if Kevin over at Bit and Bark knows how to build an axe, I think we know the answer is yes. So really happy with this axe, guys. I have I have been trying to grow my collection of Kelly Perfects, and I believe, aside from a Michigan that I have already in the works a trade going for, I may have the whole family. I don't know if they ever made a cruiser. I have a Michigan double. I have a Western double. I have a Jersey. I now have the Dayton. I'm looking for the Michigan. And you guys tell me, what other Kelly Perfects did they put out? Like I said, I don't think they made a cruiser. And I don't know if they ever made a boy's axe. I had a boy's axe with bevels before, but it wasn't a Kelly. Or at least I should say it wasn't stamped to Kelly. So tell me, guys, what else should I be looking for? But really dig this axe, Kevin. Thank you. This thing really just sings through the hardwood. I'm going to pack these axes up and walk around a little bit more and see if there's anything else to film or chop on. But yeah, if you guys are ever in a position to snag one of Kevin's builds, I would highly recommend you jump on it, because the secret's going to be out before too long. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up, guys, and and we'll walk around a little bit more and see what else there is to chop. Anybody need firewood? So I have walked in these woods quite a few times now with my dog and my daughter, and I have not stumbled upon this, although I've heard that this was back here. These are some kind of ruins, and from what I can remember, it has something to do with like maybe ordnance, some kind of like World War II ordnance factory or something like that. It's pretty crazy. So this chopping video just turned into an urban exploration video. This is a huge wall. Yeah, we're up on some kind of a foundation right now. Just gotta be careful where I'm stepping here. I have no clue. Actually, some pretty cool graffiti. Yeah, so I guess this was some kind of like ordnance factory or something like that. But yeah, now it's just off, an abandoned foundation here in the middle of the woods, right next to a couple developments. Interesting. If any Bucks County, Pennsylvania people are watching this and know, what this little factory or foundation or whatever it is was used for, definitely comment and let me know. Pretty cool though. Not sure if you guys can really see the shimmering, but it's pretty typical in this area. Anytime there's accessible woods, you just see a ton of broken glass and trash and stuff like that. And this is just me saying, come on guys, you got to do better than this. I mean, not only is it a potential hazard for other people coming through hiking and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of animals and, deer and stuff like that that walk through these trails. And, if they get a piece of glass stuck in their foot, I mean, it's over for them. So just think about that kind of stuff. I got no problems being out in the woods, drinking, causing trouble, doing whatever. I did the same stuff, but just clean your trash. Okay, public service announcement over. Alright guys, so I found a tree that's pretty much done for. Definitely dead. So I'll just take this guy down and then I think we'll head home because it is so hot out that literally I have sweat dripping down the brim of my hat here. I'm sure I'm covered in ticks already, so Let's get this hanger off here. And we'll just use Kevin's axe. We'll use the Perfect Dayton. Just gotta watch this tree. Clear a little work area here. Oh, there's a tree. All right, guys. So thanks for coming along on this one. We wound up getting out in the woods today, did a little unexpected urban exploration. We got some chopping in. We tested out the new axe from Kevin over at Bit and Bark. This awesome 3.5 pound Kelly Dayton, Perfect Dayton. It chopped just phenomenally. Couldn't be happier with it. So thanks again, Kevin. And I said it before when I opened this package up, and I'll say it again. If you haven't went and checked Bit and Bark out, go check him out because he's doing really cool work and he's making really cool videos. And more importantly, he's got an awesome dog. Shout out Sister Perry. So again, guys, thanks for coming along with me on this one. And as always, until the next time, keep the axe waxed, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.